Bludstone Talk Show, Bludstone Talk Show, Bludstone Talk Show, yeah.
Hi, welcome back. This is King. He is a ball python.
I would like to address the fact that, a lot of things are going on with, like, jumpings and everything. People fighting over a lot of stupid things. Now, as far as why people are fighting, I can't speak much on any other person, if anybody else has any idea of why this is going on.
It seems like it happens most frequently at the beginning of the fall quarter and at the end of the winter quarter. Like the very beginning, the very end of school, when the biggest crowds are in this part of town.
One of the biggest reasons why all this violence is going on is because of ignorance. I mean, ignorance is just everywhere.
Ignorance breeds suspicion, and suspicion breeds hate, and it gets worse and worse.
And you're out in front of my children.
Yeah, people. We're not, just because people in this room look different from what's considered the norm, it doesn't mean we're out to degrade or we're not out to bring evil into your life. We're not out here to subvert the children. Yeah, we're not trying to
worship Satan. Genghis Khan. It's Genghis. I have ruled half the world. I didn't do that to stop stupidity. I understood what the human factor. The importance here is individuality, and when you start to identify yourself with a group, is when you start to divert yourself from individuality. With me, my name is Genghis. I'm Genghis Khan. I am conqueror of half the world. That's who I am. As opposed to... I'm just trying to make a point, okay?
No.
But isn't it odd? Does anybody think that it is odd? Women do not feel the need to go out and beat people up. As far as gangs go, they're predominantly male.
The society right now is pretty chauvinistic.
It's a stupidity that, like black people, they feel that anybody tall that is white, it's a skinhead. I've actually said, I told a person, like, you up here, I'm saying that this man right here, he's a skinhead, he's a Nazi. I'm going to jump him without asking any questions. I've just found myself being victim by a crime that I'm accusing him of. Because I believe that before anybody, black or white, brown, anything, before you pick a fight just because somebody looks like something, or just because you think they did something, be man enough to ask the question and talk to them, Because if you're racist, you can't really hide that,
I'd like to bring up a point real quick. I don't know if I can bring this up real simply, but right now, Cincinnati, for lack of a better way of wording it, is getting bigger. In a lot of big cities, violence is getting worse and more extreme, and Cincinnati's feeling that now.
Gosh, why is the crime rate getting higher, though? I just don't understand!
Well, I'm not going to go into all the details why the crime rate's getting higher. The point of the matter is, there's no excuse for unnecessary acts of violence. There are people who fight who have good reasons, whose ideas I don't necessarily agree with, but most people who fight for a good reason, they don't just come out and beat someone up for no reason. They don't walk down the street, see someone, and jump them. Because a lot of what's been happening is, you haven't been having someone coming up and saying, hey, that person's a Nazi. What I've been seeing a lot of lately is individuals, normal, average, everyday people from all walks of life, getting jumped, being outnumbered sometimes 6 to 1 by people who...
Damn it, Sudan! I'm gonna beat your ass because I've got 10 friends here!
Exactly. Sometimes by people who are like 2 feet and 150 pounds heavier than they are, okay? It hasn't been a matter so much of a political motivation or even a definite social motivation. It has been crime. In big cities, when someone gets mugged, the muggers don't justify it. In big cities, when a bunch of people come up and beat the and walk away laughing about it, they do it for this pure motive of hate. A lot of the same people jumping someone according to the color of their skin are going to go out and jump someone who looks like they do because they don't have the same friends, they don't know the same people. The acts of violence are, in that perspective, random. You have a bunch of people who are angry who want to beat someone up, and the best thing we as individuals can do is to keep our eyes open and find out what these patterns are. You don't have to be a victim. I'm not saying going around carrying a sword on you or like carrying some like 50-pound gun. What I'm saying is take care, know when you're walking in a place that is unsafe. Talk to people, find out who's been beaten up where. Find out the environment where a lot of the violence happens. Chances are, if you've got a lot of friends with you, you're not going to get fucked with. Chances are, if you're in a place where there are people there to help you out, you won't have a problem. That's not a truism by any means. But right now, you got to realize a lot of people are attacking other human beings for basically no reason. It's beyond race or gender now. People are just beating the fuck out of each other.
Ding, 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 ding.
Are we off here?
Ding, 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 ding.
Hi, welcome back. And what we'd like to talk about now is some
Plastic
artwork. And we do indeed have two fine artists with us here tonight. And this is a piece by Tom. Do you have a title for this?
Yes, it's titled Eden Purge.
Eden Purge. Okay. I'm not sure if you can pick up all the detail or not, but this is a fine piece. Oh, there it is, right on the back. But there's a lot of local art that is very unknown.
I've been into comic books since I was about 9 years old. Actually younger, but I've seriously been into comic books for quite a while, about 14, 15 years. I've always loved the medium, and I decided about my first year in high school that's what I wanted to do, and I wasn't going to accept anything else. And at that time I was into the mainstream, you know, the Spider-Mans and, well, I don't know if you can say the actual names, but the big characters. And the more I got into it, the more I started seeing the underground, the lesser known, the small press. And you realize that these are the guys that can really say what they want to say, do what they want to do, address the issues that they want to address.
Because it's a gift to me from Tom. And I think it was a real good thing for you to bring over.
Oh, no problem.
The sentiment is very appropriate for the Bludstone show. Welcome
This
back.
is Rude Ralph.
And since she's always behind the camera, I'd like Sarah to ask the question. And there she is, if I can get her in there. Aha! Look at that.
This piece here has no title. I did it as an assignment in art school. And it was the first time I ever touched an airbrush.
Which one?
The background is done with airbrush. And the foreground is done with colored dyes that the major comic book companies use. I can't afford them, but I use them while I was in school. You can use some of the oddest materials to come out with some of the coolest stuff. This piece here was done with about 4 bottles of whiteout and a couple of dry markers that were on their way to death.
Yeah.
Have a beer can. That's a good one.
Oh no, it's art on the floor!
Yeah, that's the first page of a story that appeared in the first issue of Rag. It was originally going to appear in a magazine called Nuance Shade of a Difference by Magnetic Ink, which was a little bit higher budget comic that receives really good critical review in the area. But yes, the reason it was canceled because the biggest distributor we had canceled our order due to the Gulf War.
All right, yeah. All right, bye, Tom.
See you guys later.
Yeah, bye, y'all.
Yeah.
Bye, Judy.
Bye, see you guys. Bye, King.
We are back once again at the Bludstone show. We'll be introduced once again by Sarah.
Tonight we suppose we are talking about role-playing game, like the ever-popular, everybody has heard about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
I don't think these games will. If your children go out and kill themselves due to the fact that they are playing D&D, there's probably something wrong with them to begin with. We're talking about role-playing games, and my favorites, I
It
guess,
has to
are
do with parental guidance, I believe.
D&D, Dungeons and Dragons, And I like Fantasy Hero, what little I played. And it came from the late show.
Yes.
I like Call of Duty.
Alright.
It's my favorite.
The apple tree's
What
coming
is
at
Call
you.
of
Alright,
Duty?
that's
What do you do in that game?
Based on H.P. Lovecraft's novels, basically play detectives going after, trying to find out about supernatural occurrences and battling against the great Cthulhu monster.
What most people don't understand, people who haven't played role-playing games, is how you can play a game without having a board, or how it works. Do you get up? Most people don't understand. Do you get up? Do you act out things? What do you do?
I think it's more of you play, first of all, you play basically in your mind and your imagination. The dice are used.
The dice.
Which I think plays in the realm of the fact that everybody has a chance to fuck up. And that's what these are.
Oh, come on, we're going to have to bleep that. No, I'm just kidding, I bleep plenty in the past.
Okay, now say fuck on TV.
It's art, trust me.
Yeah, it's art.
But I think dice represent the fact that there are chances that things happen, just the roll of the dice, and basically yes, and basically you play the game in your mind, or like any other game. Or what you believe is what your character would do. It's like acting without doing anything. Really put, yeah, I guess you say that.
Okay, go ahead.
My favorite games personally are Call of Cthulhu, Cyberpunk, yes, GURP Cyberspace. I also really enjoy playing a game from the late show, Vision.
Did someone play yet? I haven't run like
Someone needs to explain that.
Like anything, if you take cards to an extreme, you could go to gambling to an extreme, religion to an extreme, drinking to an extreme. You can do anything to an extreme, and I think gaming has gotten a bad name because anything can be taken to an extreme.
Okay, we're back, and I'm going to wind up this segment of the Bludstone Show by thanking everybody for being here. Let's give Rick a hand.
Give me a hand!
And here we are.